to another episode with kind of what's building at the shop. And what we have right here behind me is Tom Christensen's SnowHawk. And Tom and I have a pretty good history. We've built a SRT Jeep Grand Cherokee 6.4 for him. It went to SEMA and several other events, and so he got rid of that and upgraded to a SnowHawk, and here we are about his SnowHawk. So huge difference, big change, obviously, from a 6.4 to the Hellcat powered Jeep Grand Cherokee. So when Tom bought the SnowHawk, he came to us with a very specific set of needs.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
He wanted the most horsepower that he can get on 93. He also wanted the camshaft that we also offer, the El Chapo series cam, and he wanted the most power that we can get. So with the great reputation that we had with his previous Jeep, we've now moved over to the SnowHawk, and so he wanted it to still be daily drivable, stay on 93, but he wanted to get as close to touching the 1,000 horsepower mark as possible. So that's a tall order, especially on all four wheels. So what we originally started with was cam, cat deletes, the normal package that we did, and then I swapped over a demon blower that we had and put it on his car. We hit about 930 or so horsepower. We added methanol to it and pushed on it as much as possible. So the reason for the methanol was to kind of two reasons: help with cooling of the blower as well as help with octane. We wanted to bump up that 93 octane and try to get it as high up in octane as we could to kind of lean on it for some more power. That's good and bad. There's some risks with it, and when we continue to push that envelope, we find a breaking point. In this instance, we found a breaking point. With so much meth and so much timing in it, we ran into some issues. But we only ran into those issues after we decided to swap the demon blower to a Magnuson blower and push a little bit more boost down it. Keep in mind, all this is on a stock bottom end. So when we started pushing more boost down it, we upped the meth, we upped a little bit more power. I think we added maybe 2-3 pounds of boost and got around 965 all-wheel horsepower out of this thing. Okay, so that's 965 horsepower all-wheel. That would have been well into 1,000 if it was in two-wheel drive. Or if we only, had just the back two rolling. So, amazing. The Jeep did amazing. The problem is that once we ran into that, we kind of knocked some bearings out of it. So it started with 3 and 5 cylinders. We knocked the bearings out of it. It happens, stock bottom end, especially pushing the envelope. We were really reaching for the stars. We achieved it, and all at the same time telling Tom, like, we really need to build the block. We really need to build the block. Well, we wanted to see how far the stock block can go with that setup. So we found it. 965 horsepower on methanol, staying on pump 93, not doing E85 like most do until this go around. So this go around, we've built the motor. We did forged internals, pistons, rod combo, kept the same stock displacement, and now we're going back with the Maggie blower, and we're going to try to lean on it some more and then make it out to the track. So we'll start doing some races with it. So stay tuned. Tom has a huge following. You want to follow him on. He's got several pages, but SnowHawk is this one. 14 Stormtrooper is his Jeep. So if you follow him on Instagram, be sure to keep up to date with all of the build progress. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Bailey's High Performance. so you can see how this thing's going to do out at the track, and a lot of the progress pictures and videos. So and our YouTube channel at Bailey's High Performance as well. So once we get this thing fired up, we'll start the next series of this, which is going to be moving from here to the dyno as we start to break in the motor and start to lean on it again.